Hey, this is Bill Blaine. Welcome to another session of Proverbs, where we're trying to get the wisdom of the Lord into our hearts and our minds so that we can be better leaders on this earth. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We've had 11 chapters of Proverbs where, I've been giving a lot of the input, as it were, thoughts and ideas from me, and hopefully they've been wise or, the wisdom that God's been giving me. But this time around, I'm going to do something a little different with you. But before I do, let me just kind of set the foundation and the framework for this. Wisdom, in my mind, over the years, looks like this. You'd find this definition primarily in Proverbs, or not in Proverbs, but in Webster's or some other dictionary, and it's knowledge coupled with experience could equal wisdom. And I say could, meaning that if we are really connecting the dots and saying, okay, I got this knowledge, I've gotten this experience with this knowledge in mind, and it's really helping me improve my life. And wisdom tends to want to say there's an improvement in the process. There's a what do you call it, an assessment that I help people with as leaders called the Judgment Index. And it's helps people discern whether they have the proper judgment. And if they don't, we teach and train them how to learn how to think through ways to improve their judgment. And that's part of what wisdom is how to apply the knowledge with our experience into an appropriate future action. So with that in mind, I wanted to elaborate where I think divine wisdom is, which is being applied here. I think in Proverbs, it's alluded to. It says the lovers of God, like we were talking about in yesterday's sessions, that the lovers of God lean into what God is saying, and God will reveal to us this knowledge or application of knowledge beyond our own experience, to say, if you do this, it's going to be even better. So Proverbs has that earthly kind of knowledge built into it, where it says, if you do these things, you will have good results. And we've been talking about those. It also says, if you do, if you're evil and you're wicked or you're a fool, if you do those things, you're going to have these kind of results, and they're not good results, they're bad results. So Proverbs is trying to teach you the wisdom of how to have good results in your life, and a successful life, and a life that's full of satisfaction and joy. So here's what I want to do for you guys that are listening, is to give you a chance to tell me what you get out of chapter 12. By reading through chapter 12, you can use Bible tools if you want, concordances or, dictionaries or whatever you want to do. And I'm going to put this on Facebook, the Council Table of Leaders, and you can put it in the comments, underneath where this will be posted. You can send me an email. That's fine. Because I'm going to send some of these out on emails on the Council Table of Leaders. So I would love to hear your thoughts. But let me, again, set the foundation. What I'd love to hear is this divine wisdom that's above human wisdom. And it doesn't have to be outrageous. It's just where God has spoken to you something, maybe very specifically, of how to apply some of these things to your own life, and maybe just, and maybe the things that could help our culture. For example, two little things out of 12, not to take away from what you're going to do, but I was just fascinated with verse 1. It says, to learn the truth, you must learn to be teachable. The bottom line here is that, gosh, if I've got a teachable spirit, if I really want to learn something, God's probably going to teach me. So I would go with that idea into chapter 12. I say, Lord, would you teach me something new here? And he might just drop something and going, hey, if you apply this to this, this might happen. And I want to hear that. Verse 5 says this. I like the way that the Passion Translation says, those that lean into God, those that really seek God and worship God. He calls them lovers of God, which I think is where divine wisdom really gets ignited. Excited too. The lovers of God are filled with good ideas. And you often hear from leaders that good leaders bring solutions, and good leaders also bring out solutions from the people that work with them. And so our country, our nation right now needs a lot of good leaders who have a lot of wisdom. And here again, I just kind of dropped in mind, wow, what if we could get a whole nation full of lovers of God who are getting filled with great ideas to help bring solutions to our troubled, chaotic, dark cloud world. So anyway, this is an encouragement. So go to chapter 12, whatever version you like. Go read, go talk to God, go see what he says, see if he can give you some divine wisdom that's above that sort of just plateau wisdom of just having human knowledge, which is great. If you can get that, you're going to have a successful life. But I tell you, you're going to really impact the culture if we can get this heavenly wisdom too. So God bless you as you go kind of dig and enjoy and ask God questions and see how that Holy Spirit will chat with you. So anyway, give me some feedback, text me, write me, put it in the chat or put it in the comments or wherever you want to do it, but comment. So anyway, have fun with it. Bless you.